What's going on, y'all? So today we're going to talk about how to get started working concerts and music festivals. How do you get started getting a career in the live side of the music industry? So we're going to talk about three different tips and then some skills that you should learn to go along with those. So first one, super basic. It's all about getting reps, right? So working as many events as you possibly can. So if you're literally starting out with zero experience, how do you get started? So one of the first ways to get started is just to volunteer working events and work any kind of event possible. It doesn't matter if it's a dog show or if it's a dog walk or if it's a 5K, if it's whatever, right? It doesn't really matter what type of event it is. If it is a free event, work the free event. Is it if it's a ticketed event, definitely work ticketed events because you want to learn as much as possible about ticketing, securing your perimeters of a event site, and just how security works, how backstage works, right? If there's anything to do with music or dealing with clients backstage, knowing the separation between the backstage and the front of house where the audience is. So just volunteer at as many events as possible to first get your feet in the door, get some reps working events. If you can get your way into ticketing somehow, if you can work the box office, whether it's at your local House of Blues, your local Hard Rock Live, or your local arena, college arena, whatever, any type of venue, even if you can't get in right away, if you work at a small theater and you work in the box office, that's a really, really great way to get your foot in the door. Next step, number two, reach out to as many venues and artists as possible. Reach out to all of your local venues, reach out to all the local bands that are performing at those venues. You can even reach out to the national bands, mainly the opening acts when you're first starting out, right? So some of the opportunities you can get into when working shows at local venues, you can help sell merch, right? Help the artists sell merch. Tell them, you're local to the area. Maybe you're a music business student, or maybe you're just new to the music business and you're trying to get some experience and you just want to help them sell merch or being the merch assistant if they have a touring merch seller, right? So assist them with merch. Most artists are going to be okay with that. And if you worked with one or two, then you can also say you've also worked with such and such, right? Now you can start building a track record of artists you've worked with and how many shows you have worked, right? I've already worked 100 shows. Once you get to your first 100 shows, that's really, really impressive. Other things you can help with the venues and artists, you can be a virtual or physical street team member. So you can pass out flyers, put up posters all around town, right? Ideally, create yourself a route, right? So if you're driving down whichever street. So in New Orleans, if I was driving down Decatur Street, what businesses are coming in which order, and which of them will accept flyers, which of them will accept posters, which ones will accept both. Create a street team map on a spreadsheet or something that'll really really help you navigate through the routes easier in the future, and then also look at what other events there are in your area that you can pass out flyers at. Right, we can also help with the virtual street team, sharing graphics and videos of an upcoming show, sharing the event page, inviting people to the event page, sharing it on your stories on Instagram, sharing it on your TikTok, wherever, right? And make sure you always tag the artist, always tag the venue so they can see your promotional efforts and they will definitely take notice, especially if you're promoting consistently and frequently, right? Those things help a lot as well. Another thing you can help with is loading in and out gear, right? Especially again, the opening acts, they usually don't get anyone to help them at the club level. So if you're at the 500 capacity clubs and smaller, a lot of times these opening acts don't have a lot of help with getting their gear in and getting their gear out. And especially the locals, they don't usually get any help at all. They have to carry all their own gears, and they'll usually be pretty happy to have an extra hand helping them out. And just be helpful. Don't ask for any favors. Don't ask too many questions. It's good to ask questions, but um, try to be there more to help and add value versus trying to get value out of it. Right? You're already getting value by getting the experience. And then I know a lot of people are interested in becoming tour managers or going on tours. The two main routes to go on tours. So this is the second point is long. I do have a third point, but the two main routes to become a tour manager. You can either get in a van with a local band and just start touring, right? And while you're on the road with them, help them with some marketing stuff, help them take some content, um, help them post some content, right? Um, take photos, take videos while you're on tour with the band, so you can document the entire journey for them, so they have that content today. A lot of times they don't think about getting, or they're just too tired to get. That'll help add a lot of value too, and that's also a great way to get into the world of artist management. Another route besides getting in a van and going on tour is being a runner for a venue. So now, being a runner, even though that's kind of still an entry level position, it is a prestigious position because you are starting to get access to the artist and to the tour management and the venue management, right? Because you're kind of the middle person between the venue and the artist, helping do all the errands for an artist. You're helping them get all the food and snacks that are on their hospitality rider, all the alcohol that's on their hospitality rider. You might be taking them to and from the hotel. You might be taking them to go do their laundry somewhere. You might have to run to the music store. So if you're a runner, just imagine all the potential needs an artist might have, and have solutions like quickly available, right? Almost be like a I don't want to say like a phone book, but maybe almost like be your own Google search engine, right? If you notice stuff off the top of your head, yes, you can always Google it. But if off the top of your head, you know where a fluff and fold is, you know where a coin laundry is that's close by so you can do their laundry, you know where good local coffee is, you know where you can get a really good bite to eat, a local bite to eat, or maybe local breweries or anything. Know where your music stores are, when they open, when they close. Maybe visit the music stores frequently and just have a connect in the music store, so you can have someone directly you can speak to at a music store when you have to pull a favor. Know where the radio stations are. Know where just things are, right? All the hidden gems maybe locally, right? The band has an hour between sound check and from when they loaded in. So they have an hour between when they just got there and sound check, and they want to go do something because they don't get to see much while they're on the road besides highways and hotel rooms and venues, right? So know where something really cool is to do they can do for an hour, right? Something that'll take 5-10 minutes to get to, that they might enjoy, just being outdoors, being away from everybody, and just kind of decompress a little bit. So know where all the hidden spots are, and that's how you become a really, really good runner, become memorable as a runner, and also can work your way up to being a promoter representative or promoter rep, which we'll talk about in a future video. The last thing, let me share this blog post with y'all for point number 3. Gives you a couple of places to where to get started. So here's a blog post I wrote. It's makingitwithchrisg.com/blog/career in music. Just a little motivational rant here in the beginning, and then we dive into just a bunch of resources, right? So here's your 2 major promoters, Live Nation and AEG Presents. Then you have a bunch of other top promoters that might have job opportunities. These are all around the world. Most of these are in the United States, though. So a bunch of resources here. You have your big 6 talent agencies, which are going to change a little bit after a post-COVID pandemic world. And then here are your main boutique agencies, so smaller agencies that also could have opportunities for you, right? And you can see, look at all these agencies' links to what job opportunities they have and what artists they represent as well. I will be needing to add a few more boutiques in here, because from some of these bigger agencies, there's agents that have left during the COVID pandemic and started their own independent boutique agencies. So we'll add those in there as well. Here are your 3 main major labels. Here are some music publishing companies. Here's a link to artist management companies, just because there's way too many to list. A great way to start. All right, so these 2 sections, let me see. After this one. So then here's a link to some independent music PR and publicity firms, right? So you can learn about some of these. And then, okay, here's the 2 main sections for those of you starting out in the music industry. So you have your production, touring, and music festivals production companies. These are different production companies that will either offer production or even staffing for shows, right? So one big one here is Crew One Productions. They have a lot of really great opportunities. So you guys can just take a look through these and see what opportunities these different companies offer. Again, most of these are anything from staffing to actually providing the production. But even when they're providing the production elements like sound, audio, lighting, and so on, they will still have staffing opportunities as well. Then the other big one you want to pay attention to is the live events, staffing, and VIP ticketing companies. These are great. They have all kinds of different opportunities. So Andy Frame Services and Contemporary Service Corporation, they usually offer event security and ushers. And that's also a great way to get your foot in the door, right? If you have no experience yet, go work security at events, go work security for your local arena. I mean, you're not going to work just concerts, you're going to work potentially basketball games, hockey games, maybe football games, soccer games, and so on, right? But it's all live event experience, and you get to work with security, you get to work with box office, getting people into and out of a venue safely, right? All important elements to working concerts. So again, that's Andy Frame Services right here and Contemporary Services Corporation. Then companies like Artist Arena, CID Entertainment, Future Beat, and OMG VIP. These are VIP experience companies. They will manage the VIP experience for an artist, from checking in the guest to managing the VIP area, setting up the VIP area, breaking down the VIP area, and breaking it out, whatever is setting up whatever is part of the VIP experience, right? So if it's Metallica, you might set up and work the Metallica museum, that they have a touring museum that goes on shows with them, or it might be a meet and greet you're working, or it might be John Lennon did a talk where he talked about his wine, right? So there's all different types of VIP experiences that these companies offer. So there's another really, really great foot in the door. And then here's just a few job listing sites that you can check out as well to find opportunities in the music industry. And then lastly, I said I was going to mention some skills that'll be really, really good for y'all to learn, right? So first one, you got to get good with the numbers. Learn how settlements work, learn how finances work, learn how to use spreadsheets, learn some formulas. I would highly encourage taking an Excel class. You don't have to have anything super advanced, right? You don't have to make charts or anything, but just be able to put together a settlement sheet, be able to put in the formulas for a settlement sheet. I know on the YouTube channel we have some settlement videos, so I'll add the settlement training videos in the description below, as well as a link to that blog article. Another thing, a really, really great skill to learn is the digital marketing stuff. Really learn how to run ads on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. They're not that hard to learn. It's pretty easy. You can find all kinds of great information online. I have a couple of videos on the YouTube channel as well where we dive into that stuff. And then there's also a lot of good free courses out there, right? So the Google Suite, they have really good courses on Google Ads, Google YouTube ads, all kinds of stuff, analytics certifications. Take those free certifications. You can do them you can probably do them all over a weekend, but you can do them, the three main ones, the Google Analytics, the Google Ads, and then the YouTube certifications. You can probably do those in 3 days back to back, just really, really focused for 3 days and block 3 days out of your schedule to get those done. Facebook's Blueprint courses are pretty good. I don't think they're free anymore, but they have some good courses. And then the HubSpot Academy also has some really, really good courses. And they also talk a lot about when someone comes to your website, like how do you really optimize your website to collect email addresses and so on. So a lot of really great courses there. And then for content marketing, the Content Marketing Institute is another really great resource when it comes to creating content that will get people engaged, right, and get people to subscribe and connected with your brands or your artist brands. And then with the content, get as familiar as you can with photography, video editing, doing basic Photoshop stuff, right? All of those are skills that will help you a lot in the world of artist management and in live entertainment if you can do simple things like that, right? I mean, they're not simple, some of them are pretty complex, but you can learn them. You can learn them pretty easily and just get the reps. I mean, the more you practice with a video camera and taking photos and editing video and creating little flyers on Photoshop, the more skilled you're going to get. It's all about getting reps in all these things. And yes, we do have an academy as well. We have the Making It Academy. Video wasn't made to pitch that, but if you want to learn more and want to learn how ads work, we have now 24 videos as of this video premiering on YouTube. So 24 lectures and exclusive podcasts and workshops that are in the Making It Academy. Just go to patreon.com/Making It Academy to learn more. You can access the entire library for $10 and then get access to the live workshops and live podcasts for $20. So pretty affordable. But anyway, I hope you guys learned a lot from this and this little quick tip. And until next time, go see shows, meet people, make stuff. Really, really important for getting experience. Go see shows, meet people, make stuff. That's the tagline for the Academy. And It really, really works. I mean, when you go in to see shows, you're going to meet people, right? So go to shows consistently, see familiar faces, network with them, meet anyone from the door person to the bartender to the sound person, because you never know what their career aspirations are. They might be the ones booking the venue one day. And then go make stuff, go create content, go write blogs, go put up really, really great photography on your Instagram channel from shows, do little show recaps, make stuff. All right, go see shows, meet people, make stuff. Until next time, spread love, positivity, and kindness in the world, and live the life you love. Peace, my friends.
Live the life you love.